We understand that the Kusasi chief in the Ashanti region, Abdul Malik Azembe, has been allegedly shot and killed by unknown assailants at his residence in Asawasi. The incident occurred on the night of Tuesday near the Asawasi F-Line Community Center. According to Eyewitnesses' accounts, two men arrived on a motorbike around 8:40 p.m., with one of them reportedly wielding an AK-47 rifle. The gunman is said to have opened fire on the chief before both assailants fled the scene. Azembe, who was enskined as Kadinaba just 3 months ago, was initially rushed to the Menchia District Hospital and later transferred to the Konfanoche Teaching Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. The deceased also served as the Kadi Divisional Area Chief in the Binduri district of the Upper East region. Ashanti Regional Police Commander DCOP Emmanuel Tekojo visited the bereaved family later in the evening and assured them of thorough investigations to bring the perpetrators to justice. There's a statement released by the Ghana Police Service, and the statement is on your screen now, and as you can see, the Ashanti Regional Police Command has commenced investigations into the shooting incident that occurred on Monday evening at Asawasi F-Line, a suburb of the Ashanti region. According to the police, preliminary investigation indicates that the victim, a middle-aged man, was fatally shot by two unidentified assailants. The suspects, each riding on a motorbike, reportedly approached the victim and opened fire at close range before fleeing the scene. The victim was initially rushed to the Menchia District Hospital and later referred to the Konfanoche Teaching Hospital, where he was unfortunately pronounced dead. His body has since been deposited at the Ebenezer Mortuary in Tafo for autopsy. In response to the incident, the Ashanti Regional Police Commander, DCOP Emmanuel Tekojo, the Regional Crime Officer, ACP Ebenezer Boyo, and a team of officers visited the crime scene. And that's the update from the police there. It also says that during the inspection, two empty shells suspected to be from an AK-47 assault rifle were recovered and documented. Now, the Regional Police Commander assures the public that every effort is being made to identify and apprehend the perpetrators of the heinous crime, and is urging the public to remain calm and wishes to call on anyone with relevant information to contact the nearest station or call emergency lines 191, 18555 and 112. And that's been signed by the Superintendent of Police, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Godwin Ahianyo, who is also the Public Affairs Head of the Ashanti Regional Police. My colleague Nana Boachi Yadom is there live for us. Nana, what more can you report on this incident?
We are live at the Asawasi F-Line, where the unfortunate incident occurred last night at around 8 p.m., where some two assailants unfortunately shot the Kusasi chief to his unfortunate death. This individual that we are talking about is apparently the deputy Kusasi chief of the Ashanti region. And unfortunately, yesterday, while making rounds around the F-Line area where his residence is, he met two individuals on a motorbike. One who suspected to have an AK-47 rifle, who released gunshots on him, and then he was sent to the Menchia Hospital, later sent to the Konfanoche Teaching Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. This morning, we have some youth and other sympathizers who've gathered at a school park over here, just around the F-Line area, where mourners and then other supporters of this person who is no more have gathered to pay sympathy and tribute to the family. We've had the Interior Minister have already released a statement condemning the incident and then wishing the family well. We've had the Ghana Police Service who've been here since morning. Huge security, I must say, from the very junction that leads you into this very place. There's huge security guarding the area to make sure that things do not escalate, because there's clear tension among the youth who do not seem to be happy with what has transpired overnight. And also, we've had the Ghana Police Service, just as I indicated earlier, coming to give assurance that investigations are underway. They've made some form of arrest so far. They've not made any form of arrest so far, but then they've assured the family that they are going to bring the perpetrators to book. They're still guarding the area to make sure that they keep the place very, very safe. You can see from the camera shots, we pan a little bit for you to have a clear shot of what is happening over here. There's clear meeting ongoing by family members, relatives who've gathered here. Some of them unhappy. The family are in corridors, engaging with each other and then making sure that they sympathize with each other. I have with me the chairman of the Kusasi Chiefs Association in the Ashanti region here with me, and he's going to tell us what transpired so far. This individual, who is no more, is known to be the deputy Kusasi chief of the Ashanti region. Yes. You happen to be his deputy as well, and you also are the chairman. You're the chairman of the Ashanti Regional Kusasi Chiefs Association. Who is this person that we're talking about, and what led to his unfortunate death yesterday?
He is the deputy Kusasi chief of Ashanti region, but because of the health issue of the Kusasi chief in the Ashanti region, yes, now, and he is control of everything. So he's seen to be the Kusasi chief of Ashanti region. And then what happened yesterday is rather unfortunate. In fact, it's unexpected event which happened. We don't know how to describe it. It's unexpected, and it's just a big blow to the Kusasi community here and back home. In fact, it's very, very painful.
We're looking at the fact that he's the Kusasi chief, he's taking over from the actual chief who's not doing well and getting shot. How does this come to the Kusasi people in the Ashanti region?
It's very painful. It's very painful. But it's very painful. So that's why we are pleading to the securities concerned, and then the Minister of Interior, since he has already released a statement, they should do all that they can do to let us have justice, because it has ever happened. This is about 6 times that these people have ambushed and killed our people down here. So we are seeking for proper justice. The police will say they are doing the investigation, but up to now we are not hearing those things that has happened. We are not hearing anything. But this time around, in fact, we are just calming down the youth, because had it not been that, but now they would have even take some revenge. But we are pleading with them. But what they are saying is that if the proper investigation is not done and then proper justice is not administered, then meaning there will be revenge. Yes, they will take the law into their own hands and do what they are.
That should not be said, but then we hope that the police would continue with their investigation and then bring the perpetrators to book. Yes. How swift are you looking at this investigation process? How swift do you want the police to commence and then end their investigation so that justice can be served?
We are willing to cooperate. Any little information that we get, we will make sure that we give it to the police. We will put our ears down and pick any intelligence, anything that will come across will be given to the police. And we are pleading with the police to do everything fast, to fast track everything. There shouldn't be a delay, because the way tension is rising, if there is a delay, then something must go out of hands. So we are pleading to the police, and then the interior is even the president. They should put their foot down and do what they must do for justice to be administered at the right time. If not, things will escalate. And we, the Kusasi community in the Ashanti region, we may not be able to control.
I know that tension is among the youth from my engagement with some of them. Yes. But this individual that we are talking about, has he been part of the mediation process with the Asantini with regards to the Boko conflict? Has he been part of it?
Yes, he's been part of it. Because he's been the chief here. He has been hosting Bogunaba and his entourage. They come to Manchia for the mediation, and he has been all the time. He has been going with Bogunaba. He has been part of the mediation. He's part of the mediation, yes. And then he's not only the chief in Asante region here. About less than 3 months ago, he was in skin as the Cardinaba of the Boko, one of the Kusak traditional area. That's Kwad. So he was in skin there as a divisional chief. So in fact, it's a big blow to we the chiefs here and then we the Kusak community here and then back at home.
Okay, what's your name?
Naba Williams Somdego.
Thank you very much. And then he happens to be the chairman of the Kusasi Chiefs Association in the Ashanti region. He tells me that this individual who unfortunately met his untimely death yesterday has been part of the mediation process led by the Asante with regards to the Boko conflict issues at hand. He's talked about how tension is rising among the youth here, which I have clearly seen. Upon my entry into the community, I saw a number of people who gathered not so happy about what has happened, and they are calling for the police to fasten their investigation process, and he has reiterated that clearly. So far, we've had the municipal chief executive who've come here to assure them that he's also going to liaise with the police to make sure that whatever investigation process or for how to come about with the investigation process, they are going to make sure that it comes up quickly. He has also engage with the family, the children, and other relevant individuals who matter in this conversation. The Interior Minister's statement has been clear, the police statement has been clear, and so far, this is where we are. Investigations are currently ongoing. Over to you, Mamisi.
So those who know him, why anybody would want to kill the Kusasi chief? Nana would want to know whether there's been... yeah. Can you hear me?
Well, Mami, say that has been asked some time ago. I don't have the Kusasi chairman here with me anymore, but then they tried to tell us that it might be all part of the mediation process, which we do not want to state clearly because
we cannot confirm that.
That would have to come from the investigative bodies.
Right.
Yes.
But those around, could we know who he was? Could they tell us what they know of him?
Yeah, so just as the chairman had indicated, he happens to be the deputy Kusasi chief of the Ashanti region. And for over 10 years now, he has taken over from the substantive chief himself, who hasn't been feeling well. And so when it comes to everything Kusasi, when it even comes to major negotiation processes, he has been leading that. Right. 3 months ago, he was installed as the Kadi chief in the Boko area. And so he's no other person but one very, very relevant individual.
Seems that Nana Boachi's line is frozen there, but as and when we get more on this story, we'll be bringing you updates on that. Unfortunately, gone by is Kusasi chief has been shot, and you saw in your on your screens people who have visited his home to share their condolences with family and friends. The Interior Minister has also been condemning the incident, as well as the police starting investigations into the incident. We'll get more and get back to you with the very latest.